My beautiful star babes, thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel. It's your girl Parashay here, back with another video on the Divine Guru Within, and today's reading is for this new moon in Cancer Solar Eclipse, and honey, it is taking place on June 21st, 2020. So mark your calendars, baby. Get your rituals ready because it's about to be that time, okay? So, of course, as I always do, I pulled the new moon in Cancer card from the Moonology deck here, and it says, you and your loved ones are safe. So right off the back here, I do feel like there's going to be a sense of us really kind of questioning and researching and looking into our sense of security with our family. Maybe setting, intentions for protection, really doing protection rituals or saying protection prayers, really kind of focusing on clearing the energy in a lot of things, okay? Because we do have boundaries here, all right? But, I do feel this sense of us really kind of having this sense of like selflessness. All right, so really kind of putting our attention towards others and their security and their well-being. I do feel this sense of having this responsibility in our hands that we may be tapping into with this new moon in Cancer, okay? Now, here with the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards here, what's so beautiful, the back of the deck energy here was new moon beginnings, which is so beautiful because, new moons, they're perfect time for setting intentions and manifestations, and new moon energy is a good time to also clear out any old energy that may just be lingering on, just kind of letting it go, let it fade on out, and focusing on what it is that we want, what new intentions do we want, what new direction do we want, what needs to change, what energy are we trying to tap into, what new energy, are we needing to acquire or wanting to bring into our life, our relationships, our situations, so definitely with the, new moon beginnings, I love it. I am getting this energy of really kind of setting the new foundation for a new beginning and a fresh start, for the tower to be built on a very much stronger foundation, okay? So, getting into these Queen of the Moon Oracle cards here. So it's so funny. We have Angel number 13, Wheel, and then we have Angel number 12, Boundaries. So beautiful, 12 and 13. So, what I'm seeing here with the Wheel card, I am feeling there's a sense of determination that's going to be at play. Now, with this new moon in Cancer, I keep looking at this. I see that it's telling us that we have to go through the cycles. So I'm feeling the sense of the journey isn't going to be something that's going to give us necessarily instant gratification all the time. We have to go along the journey, all right? It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I do feel that energy of us really having to have that determination and willpower to keep pushing through, to keep going, even when, times are getting tough, when times are getting uncertain, and, things are looking a little bit shaky. All right. And then here with Boundaries, I do feel very strongly here, especially with you and your loved ones are safe, that we may be really kind of questioning and looking at, what's helping us, what's hindering us, maybe kind of clearing out your circle, or even, maybe trying to clear out anybody who may be in your circle who you thought may be a loved one that really has, ill intentions. But I do see that we may be feeling called to get into an energy of a state of seclusion and really setting our boundaries with people, not necessarily being cold and off-putting about it, but just really kind of distancing yourself from a situation, distancing yourself from people, or distancing yourself from certain things, And it's like if people can't respect that, then maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign from the universe, okay? So I'm just going to pull a few cards here, my loves, to see what additional messages Spirit wants us to hear, all right? So Divine Power, Divine Spirit with love and light, what additional messages would you like for the collective consciousness to hear with this new moon in Cancer energy that is approaching us? Okay. All right, back of the deck energy here. Wow, look at this Knight of Swords. It's kind of like that going for it fearlessly type of mentality that I'm feeling here with that wheel, with the wheel card. Wow. All right, so let's see what we have, honey. So we have Ooh, we have the Emperor. Wow. I do feel like that some of us may have had a new responsibility taken on, or either just that we kind of feel this responsibility to be the ones to protect our families. I just heard for some of you elderly, whoever that resonates with, or parent, maybe you feel like that you're responsible for, for protecting your parent. Maybe they may be in a state to where they're vulnerable at this moment. So that's the reason why you may feel to get into this masculine energy, the Emperor, to really, you putting in the work. All right. So here with that Knight of Swords energy, putting in the work to do protection, or to, make sure things are stable and set and secure for you, your family, your loved ones, to make sure you have that stability. And, as you are enjoying it, and as, your family is enjoying it, you're also kind of watching from a distance as well to make sure everything is still in check. Okay, so I do feel like that some of you have that new responsibility that may have been put on you either by pressure, or maybe just some sort of new responsibility came in. Maybe some of you may have recently had a child, or found out that you are about to have a child as well. Some of you, it could be also a connection with your father. All right, so next card we have here, look at this, King of Swords. Wow. And then next we have the Hermit. Wow. So just like I was saying here with the boundaries, really get into a space of seclusion, of introspection, of really kind of taking time to be by yourself. And that is okay. And if people cannot respect that, then you may need to question, where they stand in your life, or where their intentions are with your life. Again, like I was saying, maybe people who you thought was your loved one, who is in your circle, may not have the best intentions for you, But I do feel this sense here, definitely getting into this Hermit energy, okay? This Virgo energy here of getting to ourselves, asking ourselves questions. Again, with back of deck energy here being, new moon beginnings, it's like, what new intentions are you trying to set? What new energy do you want to come in? What new direction in life do you want? What new energy are you seeking? Are you wanting? Are you needing? Are you yearning for? Is there anything in the subconscious that's really yearning to come out that you actually need to tap into? For some of you, I just heard that for some of us, we may be feeling called to go home. Some of you may have a really, really strong urge to go home with this new moon in Cancer energy. Wow. Okay. Then going over here to the King of Swords. All right. So I do feel this sense of being a little bit more in your mind. I mean, definitely here with the Hermit energy. Absolutely. So I do feel like that some of us may have had some blockages that really have prevented us from getting into this King of Swords energy. Okay, it could even be some people who, may have good intentions, but they're causing, more harm than good when it comes to mental clarity for you. And I do feel like that, this King of Swords energy is saying, Spirit saying with this, that, this is time for you to listen to yourself. Get to a state of, feeling confident within yourself, because especially here when it comes to wheel, especially having this determination, you need to be able to believe in yourself. You need to be able to be confident in yourself enough to know that no matter who tries to knock you down, no matter what, challenges comes along this journey here, that you're going to be able to succeed, that you're keeping your eyes on your targeted intention. All right. So I do feel here this is a strong message coming through, that we really need to get to a space of obtaining mental clarity, obtaining mental confidence, being able to have a sense of discernment and listening to our intuition. Also here though, with this sword, you see the sword that the King of Swords is holding, I do feel as well that there may be a need to cut some energies out, all right? Because I feel like that this is a time to where I just keep wanting to say Archangel Michael, okay? I think I'm going to go ahead and pull some from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck here, but I feel like that there's a need to cut some cords with this new moon energy. And Archangel Michael is the archangel that's great with cutting the cords, cutting energetic cords. So maybe, again, kind of like I was touching on earlier, new moon is the time for you to see like what little energy you may be hanging on to. Are you hanging on to past trauma, These are questions to ask yourself in this Hermit energy. Are you hanging on to anything or anyone from the past? Are you holding on to an ex? Are you holding on to a situation? Are you holding on to a petty grudge? Are you holding on to, some pain that you haven't healed from yet? This is a time to when we're going to really tap into it so that once we release that little energy that's still just lingering on, we can then focus that energy on what it is that we actually are wanting, okay? What it is that we actually are trying to obtain into our lives. I just heard intuitively that some of us may be actually trying to conceive, like that may be something that's really on your mind, like adoption, or just really trying to have a family or start a family, or just family. I just keep hearing family is going to be something that's really on our mind. Stability, family, security, and comfortability, your overall well-being of life is something that you're really going to be questioning. Is that job that you at, is it not serving you? Is it bringing you down? Or is it building your energy up, raising your vibration? These are the type of questions that you need to ask yourself with this Hermit energy here, setting those boundaries of what you will and will not tolerate and standing firm in that as well. All right. But I do feel a sense to where I do feel like, emotions could be running high. And I think that's why the King of Swords is coming in here, to where it's saying that this is a call to be, really be sure to listen to, things from a logical perspective. Really listen to your intuition. Really listen to a place to where you really can think things through. How they always say, think before you speak, but also process how you feel before you think as well, to really get to that space of to where you're not just reacting, but you having a practical, response to a situation or a feeling that you may be having. Okay? Because some of us, we may actually be going through a time either now or prior, or either whenever this new moon energy comes in, to where we feel like that our security is threatened. Okay? But it's time here for that, that mental clarity, Nine of Swords energy charging through, having this sense of, leadership and confidence within ourselves is something that's really going to help us with this new moon in Cancer energy. All right, so I'm just going to pull a few more cards here from the Moonology deck to see what additional messages Spirit has for us with this new moon in Cancer solar eclipse energy that is coming our way. So Divine Power, Divine Spirit, Love, and Light, what additional messages do you have for us with this new moon in Cancer energy that is coming our way? Let's see here. Anything else, Spirit? Any other additional messages for the collective consciousness for this new moon in Cancer energy? Okay. So, back of the deck energy. Wow, look at this. New moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Absolutely. And I feel like that we've been tempted to kind of either we've been tempted to, I'm not going to say, well, I say be still or like not take any action, or either really drag our feet with something. But I'm seeing here, this is time for us to go ahead and start moving, get things done. Okay, again, new moon energy, perfect time for manifestations, setting those intentions, doing your ritual work, doing, protection spells, protection rituals to protect yourself, protect your home, protect your loved ones, sending out that loving energy to, people that you care about, the people that you love about, or even for all of humanity, and just really get into a space to where bringing more security and safety and love and compassion into our lives, into our lifestyles is what I'm really feeling. Because I'm not feeling so much about, this is energy focusing more so on material things. I feel like this is more of like a livelihood, focusing on our lifestyle, the energy around our lifestyle, our livelihood, our well-being, how we're feeling, paying attention to our body is something that I'm really feeling as well. Okay, so let's see what two cards came out here from the Moonology deck. So we have Look, y'all, I was saying this. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. I'm digging this new moon energy, spirit. Okay. New moon in Aries, new moon in Leo. Yes, yes. So this is the time where we need to really tap into a state of confidence, tap into a state of self-assurance, tap into a state of self-love, self-respect, and getting to a place to where I can do this. I can conquer this. I can obtain this. I can get to a space to where I feel safe. I feel comfortable. You know, I can take on this responsibility. I can do this. I have it. I have the willpower to move forward, to go on, to do the things that I need to take care of. You know, no matter how scary it may seem, no matter how difficult this new challenge, this new responsibility may seem, I can handle it. I got this. You know, this is how we should be talking to ourselves, you know, really, you know, just gassing ourselves up. Like, yes, I got this. All right. And next card we have here, look at this. Adjustments are required. I'm telling you guys. Ooh, I'm telling you. It's funny that it landed over here. Like, this card landed over here with this pile. This card landed over here with that pile. I'm telling you, with this Hermit and boundaries energy, with adjustments are required. I mean, come on. Definitely some things need to be changed in what energy we are allowing into our space. Really get into a state of looking at, like, literally, when there's Hermit energy, get into a space of looking at the people that we're around, the things that we are consuming, the time, you know, how much time and energy we invest in things, and seeing, is it helping us or is it hindering us? You know, if we're listening to other people's opinions, you know, or I'm just hearing intuitively, like some of us, we may have an issue to where it's like, wow, like Eight of Swords energy, right? To where we're feeling a lot of peer pressure, to where we're feeling a lot of pressure to do things that we may not be comfortable doing, things that we feel intuitively that isn't meant for us. Like, again, like I do feel like some of you may have been feeling pressure to take on a new responsibility that you really didn't want to, or a new there's like someone's holding some baggage. Okay, we're holding some baggage somewhere. We could be taking on some responsibility that's actually hindering us and blocking us from some blessings. Okay, really kind of, because I feel this sense of selflessness, okay? So that we may be really doing things for someone else's betterment for their good, but they're not getting that energy in return. So that's why it's hindering you, right? It's fine to help out others. It's fine for you to, of course, be a helping hand to people, but to people who are going to receive it and appreciate it as well. Because I feel like that, you know, again, I feel like that whoever needs to hear this, whoever this resonates with, that you may have been putting your energy into something or someone who's just really using you, who's really just draining your energy. And that's why it's time for you to set those boundaries and say, I'm not going to be a pushover no more. I'm not going to be a people pleaser no more. I'm going to work on what's best for me, you know. And I feel like that some of us may have been feeling a little bit, you know, some of us may have some issues with when it comes to self-care, because they may feel like that it's selfish, but it's not. In order for you to be the best person, or to give, you know, the best of your energy to others, is you have to charge yourself up first, okay? Self-care is not selfish. It is a necessity. All right, but definitely something needs to be changed. Is it routine? Is it people that you have in your life? Is it things that you're consuming on social media? Is it your diet? Is it exercise? Is it the place that you're living? I feel like some of you may really feel called to move, to change locations, to change your home, change your environment. You know, really get to a space to where you spice things up in your apartment or your house, wherever you live at. You know, decorate, clean up the place. You know, you may be having this burst of energy to clean for some reason. You're just like, I don't know why, but I really want to clean. Like, I want to dust the curtains and wash the carpets and you know, just things of that nature. You may be feeling really called to do that, really getting into that energy. I do feel the sense of parent energy, whether if it's you're really focusing on your parents, or, you know, you're about to be a parent, or really focusing on becoming a better parent, or just harnessing this energy of someone who's very nurturing, very much so of a leader, someone who gives advice to others during this time as well. But it's all about having that confidence, man. You know, especially if we want to find ourselves, you know, being to a place of stability, and, you know, being that leader of our household, or being the leader of, you know, of anything that we want to take on, we got to have that confidence. You know, yes, times are going to be dark, times are going to be shaky, but we got to have that confidence there. That's how we're going to succeed. All right, so lastly, but definitely not least, I'm definitely going to pull some of these Archangel Michael Oracle cards here because I just keep hearing Archangel Michael in my mind. So I definitely feel like there's definitely going to be a time to where we're cutting out some energies, cutting out some people, cutting some cords with some things, honey, okay? Call upon Archangel Michael, especially if you feel like that you need to do that, you know? Archangel Michael is the perfect angel for cutting cords, cutting those energetic ties that we have to things of our past and people and anything of that nature, all right? All right, so light of the universe, what closing messages do you have for the collective consciousness for this new moon in Cancer energy that is approaching us? Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. So, all right, we have let go of fear now. We have admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Okay. We also have decide to be happy now. Wow. And we have it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see, back of the deck energy here. We have romance angels are helping you. Wow, okay, so strong message that's coming through. Strong message that's coming through. Some strong energies I was feeling before. Again, like someone may have taken on responsibility that's really blocking your blessings. I'm feeling that energy very strongly. I do feel like that this right here, this back of the energy is definitely meant for you if it resonates with you, okay? Especially for those of you who to where you may be in a space to where you can move on. You know, the door is open for you to have this new beginning and a fresh start, right? However, it's like maybe you're in a relationship to where they're your baggage. They're your 10 of Wands energy. They're the thing that's really holding you down. They're the one who's, you know, you took responsibility over when you didn't have to, is what I'm really feeling. But you felt pressured. You felt, you know, maybe their sense of entitlement came on and pressured you into doing something that you didn't really want to do. Maybe you feel manipulated or something of that sort. But that's really for those of you who it resonates with, okay? But getting into these cards here, so we have let go of fear now. Absolutely. So, of course, in order for us to act in confidence, we have to let go of fear. You know, let go of anything that's creating fear, that's causing more fear within ourselves. Okay, again, I'm just hearing intuitively, going back to that boundaries card. There's definitely some Eight of Swords energy going on in some of our lives to where we have a lot of people in our ears or just a lot of things that we're consuming that is really causing a sense of fog and a lack of mental clarity and lack of discernment within ourselves, to where everybody's energy is tapping into ours and we can't listen to ourselves. You know, we're drowned out. You know, our own voice is being drowned out by all the noise. Okay, so we have to let go of the fear. All right, so this prayer here says, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. Beautiful. All right, so this next card here says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Wow, so I do kind of feel like, you know, really accepting a situation for what it is, kind of going back here to this wheel to accepting the journey, you know, accepting that you have to go through the journey, that everything is a cycle, all right? But this prayer here says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Wow. Courage, strength, confidence, letting go of fear. So beautiful. All right. Then we have decide to be happy now. I love seeing this card. All right. So this prayer here says, thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. Wow. So I do feel like, especially for those of you who may have been going through a state of paranoia, I feel just for those who it resonate with, maybe you've been having an issue with accepting death is what I'm hearing. Now again, this is for a select few. Maybe you've been having an issue with accepting death, and it's something that actually caused you to have this sense of restlessness, have this sense of paranoia, having this sense of someone's kind of always watching, or that you feel like you're always being attacked, or maybe somebody's following you. I'm seeing that, Spirit is saying here to really get to a state to where, again, let go of the fear and decide to finally, feel the way that you want to feel. Feel security, If you're feeling like that you're paranoid about something, feel the opposite of that. If you're feeling the fear of death, say affirmations or be of the energy to where you're like, I love my life. I love living life. I love, the energy of my life. That sort of energy. Twist it up, switch it around. All right, and the last card that we have here is it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. So it says, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Wow, that could be a beautiful question to ask yourself in that Hermit energy. All right, it says, thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. This just goes hand in hand here with that boundaries card I was telling you earlier. There's definitely the energy of looking at what do you need to release? What do you need to let go? What do you need to set boundaries on? Because, again, like some people's intentions may not be, absolutely evil. Their intentions may be pure, but the energy that they're spewing out to you is something that may be actually hurting you, that may be actually detrimental to you, and that's why you may need to set some boundaries and say, hey, when it comes to this, I'm good. I can handle it myself. When it comes to this area of my life, I'm fine. I can think for myself. Just anything of that sort. There's definitely a sense, though, of really putting up, some boundaries, some necessary boundaries, where it's needed. All right. Wow. But definitely here, kind of going back again here to this back of the deck energy, romance angels are helping you. All right, so this prayer here for this back of the deck energy says, Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make helpful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually dwell into a truly intimate relationship. So beautiful. So for some of us, we could be really meeting that person. I do, because I was touching on earlier, I do feel the sense of that we don't need to get into this energy to where we're cold to each other. This is a time for, coming together, for unity, for, helping each other out, being a helping hand. There could be someone that's really coming through that's going to help us, with security or with spiritual growth or with, whatever new energy that we're trying to obtain into our life. And that's really going to be our soulmate, that's really going to be someone whose energy is just such a divine connection between you two, to where it just feels natural. And it helps you with growth. It helps you step into, this new path, this new journey that's destined for you. So beautiful. Well, all right, my beautiful lovelies, that is all that I have for this new moon in Cancer solar eclipse reading. All right, this new moon in Cancer energy, you can harness this energy 2 days before, the day of, and 2 days after. So again, mark your calendars, get your rituals ready, honey. Focus on this energy and really work towards it to help you get to your best self, to get to your best lifestyle, the best energy that you want to harness into your life. Sending you guys tons and tons of love and light, my beautiful lovelies. And as always, keep faith and keep going. Bye, guys.